Good afternoon, teachers and classmates. Today, my group member Jalissa Morgan and myself, Karin Mum, will be presenting on philosophical perspectives on Christian ethics, Kantian ethics, ethical egoism, on the topic free national health care. Christian ethics. From a Christian ethical perspective, free national health care is a moral expression of love, justice, and human dignity rooted in the teachings of Jesus Christ. Providing universal access to medical care embodies Gabe selfless love by caring for one neighbor and showing compassion to the sick and vulnerable, as illustrated in the parable of the Good Samaritan. As Jesus said, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me," emphasizes the moral imperative to care for those in need. Healthcare fulfills justice by protecting the poor and promoting the common good, ensuring that all people made in the image of God are treated with equal worth and respect. Scriptures remind believers, "Let each of you look not only to his own interests but also to the interests of others," urging a communal ethical care that transcends self-interest. Similarly, the prophet Isaiah declares God's call to social justice. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. Christian ethic also highlights stewardship, urging society to use resources wisely and compassionately to preserve life and solidarity, recognizing that when one person suffers, the whole community suffers. Ensuring access to health care for all is thus not merely a political issue but a moral responsibility grounded in faith. By reflecting the love of Christ in action, universal health care strengthens community bonds and helps create a just and compassionate society aligned with God's will. Example. A real-life example of the Christian moral vision can be seen in the creation of the National Health Service (NHS) in the United Kingdom in 1948, founded on the principles of healthcare should be free and available to all. The NHS reflected that Christian values of compassion, equality, and care for one's neighbor, inspired by post-war ideas of social justice and community responsibility, many rooted in Christian ethics. The NHS sought to ensure that no one would be denied medical treatment because of poverty. This embodies the Gape love and sense of justice Jesus taught, turning faith into action by promoting the dignity and well-being of every person made in the image of God.
Kantian ethics is a moral theory that was developed by Immanuel Kant, who believed that actions are moral only when they are done out of duty and respect for others, not for personal gain or reward. He believed in what he called the categorical imperative, which means that we should always do what's right, no matter the situation, and we should treat people as ends in themselves, not as means to an end. Kant once said, "Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, always at the same time as an end and never merely as a mean." When we apply this to free national healthcare, it means that the government and society have a moral duty to make sure every person can access health services simply because it is the right thing to do. Healthcare should not be treated like a privilege for those who can't pay. It should be treated as a human right. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many countries with free or affordable healthcare, like Germany and the United Kingdom, were able to provide testing and treatment to everyone, regardless of income. This shows respect for human dignity and equality, which are core Kantian values. So, from a Kantian point of view, free national health care isn't just useful, it's a moral responsibility towards all citizens. Now, let's move on to ethical egoism. This philosophy focuses on self-interest, the idea that people should act in ways that benefit themselves, as long as they don't harm others. At first, that might seem opposite to Kant's view, but it can actually support free national health care too. If we think about it, supporting a healthcare system that helps everyone also protects our own interests. When people around us are healthy, society functions better. Fewer people miss work, diseases spread less, and the economy becomes stronger. For example, in Canada, the universal healthcare system allows everyone to get treatment early, which reduces serious outbreaks and hospital costs for everyone in the long run. That means even if we're acting for ourselves, helping others stay healthy help us too. As philosopher Ayn Rand once said, the pursuit of one's own self interest can serve the good of society. So, even from an egoist perspective, the free national healthcare benefit individuals and the whole community at the same time. To summarize, Kantian ethics tells us that providing free healthcare is our moral duty because every person deserves dignity and respect. And ethical egoism reminds us that when we look out for others' health, we are also protecting our own well being. Together, these philosophies shows that free national healthcare is both the right and the smart thing to do. We believe that free national healthcare is a moral and social responsibility that ensures everyone has equal access to medical treatment, regardless of income. To us, healthcare is basic human right, not a privilege, and proving it for all helps create a healthier, fairer, and more compassionate society. While we recognize that funding such a system requires careful planning, we think the benefits for outweigh the cost, reducing suffering, improving public well-being, and strengthening communities. In our view, a nation that provides free healthcare demonstrates true care for its people and promotes equality, dignity, and hope for everyone.